Let me say something important before we begin. Most men who struggle financially are not irresponsible. They're not lazy, and they're not incapable. In my experience, they are simply uninformed about the traps they were never warned about. Traps that don't look dangerous, traps that feel normal, traps that society quietly encourages. And by the time many men realize what's happened, years, sometimes decades, have already passed. Today, I want to talk to you, clearly and honestly, about the biggest financial traps men fall into, why they happen, and how to avoid them. This isn't about guilt, it's about awareness. Because a few decisions made early, or avoided entirely, can change the entire direction of your life. Trap number 1. Lifestyle inflation. This is where almost everyone starts. Your income increases. Naturally, your lifestyle follows. You move into a better place. You spend a little more freely. You upgrade the small things, then the big ones. None of this feels irresponsible. In fact, it feels deserved. The problem is not enjoying your money. The problem is allowing every raise to disappear into higher expenses. That's lifestyle inflation, and it's dangerous because it's invisible. You don't feel like you're making a mistake. You feel like you're progressing. But over time, lifestyle inflation quietly removes your ability to save, your ability to invest, your margin of safety. You begin earning more but feeling no freer. The solution is not deprivation, it's discipline. A financially healthy approach is simple. Let your lifestyle grow more slowly than your income. Automatically save or invest the difference. Use raises to buy freedom, not just comfort. Wealth is built in the space between what you spend. Trap number 2, the car trap. This one is deeply emotional for many men. Cars symbolize success, independence, and progress. And the auto industry understands that better than anyone. They don't ask whether a car is good for your financial future. They ask whether you can handle the monthly payment. That question alone has kept countless men from building wealth. Here's the reality. Cars lose value. Payments reduce cash flow. Maintenance, insurance, and fuel never stop. When a large portion of your income goes into something that declines in value, it limits your ability to build anything meaningful. This doesn't mean you can't enjoy cars. It means timing matters. Men who build wealth tend to buy practical, reliable vehicles early on, keep payments low, or avoid them entirely, upgrade later when assets are producing income. A useful guideline. If your car costs more than your investments, your priorities are likely misaligned. Trap number 3. Believing income is the goal. Many men believe the solution to financial stress is simply earning more. And while income is important, it is not the end goal. I've seen people with very high incomes who live paycheck to paycheck. And I've seen people with modest incomes who are calm, secure, and free. The difference is not income. The difference is structure. Wealth is not how much you earn. It's how much you keep and how effectively you deploy it. True financial progress comes from ownership, investing, systems that grow without constant effort. Income is the starting point. Assets are what create stability. If your income stopped tomorrow, what would still be working for you? That question matters more than your salary. Trap number 4. Waiting too long to start. This trap is especially common among younger men. I'll start later. I need to earn more first. I'll figure it out when things settle down. The problem with waiting is time. Time is the single most powerful force in finance. Compound growth doesn't reward intensity. It rewards consistency over long periods. Starting early, even with small amounts, can make an extraordinary difference over decades. Waiting until you feel ready often means waiting until the advantage is gone. You don't need perfect knowledge to begin. You need action. A responsible approach. Start with what you can. Automate it. Increase gradually as income grows. You can adjust along the way. You cannot recover lost time.
Trap number 5. Confusing status with success. This trap isn't about money. It's about psychology. Men are constantly exposed to signals of success. Social media, friends' milestones, public displays of wealth. Without realizing it, many begin making financial decisions to match appearances rather than priorities. Spending becomes a way to feel accomplished, avoid feeling behind, signal progress.
But status is fragile. It requires constant spending to maintain, and it provides no real security. Stability, on the other hand, is quiet. Financially stable men tend to spend intentionally, ignore external validation, prioritize options over appearances. The goal is not to look successful. The goal is to build a life where money supports your choices, not controls them. Trap number 6. Misunderstanding debt. Debt is neither good nor bad on its own. What matters is how it's used. Many men accumulate high-interest debt without fully understanding its long-term impact. Credit cards, consumer loans, financing everyday purchases. Over time, this debt reduces future income, increases stress, limits flexibility. When a significant portion of your earnings is committed to past spending, it becomes difficult to move forward. A helpful distinction: unproductive debt finances consumption that provides no lasting value. Strategic debt, used carefully to acquire income-producing assets. If debt does not improve your financial position over time, it should be questioned carefully. Freedom and high-interest debt rarely coexist. Trap number 7. Neglecting financial education. This is the most common and most costly trap of all. Most men are never taught how investing actually works, how taxes affect long-term outcomes, how risk should be managed, how to think in decades, not months. So they rely on guesswork, short-term trends, or advice without context. The result is often inaction or costly mistakes. Financial education doesn't require obsession, it requires intention. Men who do well financially tend to learn the fundamentals early, understand why they make decisions, avoid emotional reactions. You don't need to be an expert, but ignorance carries a very real price. The underlying issue. Most financial traps exist because of one core problem. We are encouraged to consume, but rarely taught to build. Spending is celebrated, patience is not. Yet wealth is almost always the result of delayed gratification, consistent habits, long-term thinking. This isn't about restriction, it's about direction. Where your money goes determines where your life goes. A practical foundation. If you want something simple and reliable, focus on this. Spend less than you earn. Save and invest automatically. Avoid high-interest consumer debt. Build assets early. Continue learning. Value freedom over appearance. You don't need perfection. You need consistency over time. Closing. A final thought. Most men don't fail financially because they lack ability. They struggle because no one explained the traps. Poor habits were normalized. Good decisions were rarely encouraged. But awareness changes everything. If you understand these traps early enough, you can avoid years of unnecessary stress. And that, ultimately, is what good financial planning is about. Not becoming rich overnight, but creating stability, choice, and peace over a lifetime. If this helped you, consider sharing it with someone who might need it. And if you want more clear, honest conversations about money, make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you next time.